Hello, hello, hello. Right, let's get some cotton pads. We're going in with the usual toner. I can't wait till I finish this toner. Just because I've got others to use. It's not like it's a bad toner or anything, but we're a long ways off finishing it. Let's turn the lighting up a bit. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm not even halfway done with it, about a quarter I would say. So we always start with the skincare, just prepping the skin for the makeup. I shouldn't really need to do this because I've had my weekly, when I say weekly it sounds disgusting, but every week I wash my hair. I only need to do it once a week. I wash my hair and then I have a bath first to kind of relax. I'm still got a lot of aching bones, so I'll have a bath first, then I'll jump in the shower. But I will shower more than once a week, so please don't get that idea that I don't shower. I just don't wash my hair every time I shower. So I guess that explanation is out of the way. Need a drink of water as well. Whereas this really isn't as cold as the coffee. Ah, what do you mean? What's the question, Ben? If it's derogatory, you'll be out of here before you can even ask the... Well, if it's derogatory, I wouldn't even ask it, because I'll get you out. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Waterlord. I'm doing okay, apart from back issues that I've got, and I've had them for a while. How are you? Cluck, the real... I can't even pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. Right, so... I'm not too bad, Waterlord, I'm just in a bit of pain. Hello, Corty. What do you mean, East London? Who's Corty? Ben, you're gross. Thanks for sharing that. Like I said, you're out. Go and make up another username and bother me that way. Hi, Puff. Right, so again, we're going to go in with the Cherry Blossom Glow Innisfree. I don't know what you're talking about, East London. You're going to have to be more specific. I presume you're trying to be derogatory towards me. You will be out. Okay, bye. Right, we're also going to go in with the Ordinary Niacinamide as well. So I want to finish this up. I've only gone in with one drop today. Hi, Sophie. So the niacinamide is really good for your skin care regime. So I might get it again. Favourite flavour of what? I'm not understanding. Favourite flavour ever of what though? Goodness me. Right, I'm going to go in with the Catrice Caffeine Kick Under Eye Serum. 2% caffeine cooling effect. If you want to ask me a question, guys, you at least need to be clear about what you're asking me. I'm not going to answer that question. It's a stupid question. Your mum's cookies, that's nice. But that's not really a flavour, is it? Bye, Ernie. And I don't have a favourite of anything, really. I should have put this on. It says put it on after toner. I'm gonna still put it on. So it's the Eternite Vitamin C Face Serum Stick. I'm still gonna put it on my face because it does give a nice glow. Not if you don't want to, Gorilla. That's nice, peanut butter cookies. I don't think I'd like them. Right. Is that all the skincare on? Okay, so I'll go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer in Jelly Opal Glow. Again, this is another skincare step. It does say it's an illuminizer. I wouldn't call it an illuminizer. I'd say it's a skincare step. Hi, George. What did you have for your tea? Anything nice? YW, does that mean I will? Well, I know what I like, and I don't like peanut butter. So if I don't like peanut butter, then I'm not going to like peanut butter cookies. The drink, my mum actually got me that from Tesco yesterday. It's a barista style iced latte, but it's caramel flavour. It's so good. I'm like, I'm not getting it. I can't afford to get it. So she's like, I'll buy it for you. Burger and mash and peas. Was it burger in a bun or just burger, mash and peas, George? I'm not doing too great, Christine, but thanks for asking. Yeah, the drink's lovely. That's cheered me up no end. I think she just wanted to cheer me up. Right, so I think the last foundation I used was the collection one, so we'll go back and use the Ulta Beauty one. Hi, Celeste. Just burger. Okay, Andy, sorry to hear that. I wasn't even going to come on and do a live today just because I'm very down. You know, I'm very depressed at the moment. Right, so we've got the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drops in the shade Fair Cool. And I'll use this brush. You don't really get over depression, do you not, Christine? I mean, some days are better than others. It's not something you get over. It's not like a cold. Oh, you noticed, did you, Sarah? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, last night I was at my mum's and I had like loads of sneezing fits. But all throughout the day, I were really pink in the cheeks area, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay," because I thought I was okay. And then I do suffer with sinusitis, so that's not helping the way I'm feeling. I do suffer with that, and then last night I literally had like all pain coming down here underneath here. It's a little bit swollen still, like compared to this side. That side is more swollen. And she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I don't think I am, Mum." I said, "I think I've got sinusitis," and I was getting this thing called postnasal drip as well. So what postnasal drip is, instead of like you dripping through the front, it goes right to the back of your throat and it starts burning your throat. And the only reason I know what it is because I've had it before, and I needed an operation for it. Well, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago anyway. And all last night I couldn't sleep because of it. And I just said to my mum, if I feel like this on Monday, I'm going back to the doctor because they'll have to give me something for it. And yeah, I mean, I'm slightly better today than I was yesterday, for sure. I just hope it's not an evening thing, like a late evening thing. And I hope it's not something that happens at my mum's. Because if it's something that happens at my mum's, it's going to happen again tonight. Now, the speech and language therapist said that that can happen when the heat is too high. My mum's always got a heating on. So I'll just have to tell her to turn it off. Anyway, that was that. Yeah, and I'm sure you do, Christine. But everyone's dealing with different things, aren't they? No one really knows what I'm dealing with on here because I don't talk about it. I talk about like health issues as for operations and things like that I need, but I don't actually talk about mental health issues because I don't want it to be that kind of channel. I want my subscribers to come here and have fun. You know, let me turn this down a bit. I don't want, because I just don't want you to be bothered by my problems. You're telling somebody that worries about every single problem, Christine, not to worry. Hi, Seema. Hi, Isaac. So now I realise why my cheeks were so pink. Excuse me, yesterday. Obviously, I was I had a temperature or something. I've still got loads of this Innisfree Cherry Blossom Glow Jelly Cream. It's lasting me for ages. I've not even hit pan yet. No worries, Christine. What's the secret behind your beauty? I don't think I have a secret. Right, what do I want to do now? I will put concealer on. Glossier Stretch Concealer in G12. Am I married? No, that ship has long since sailed. I was not last night. Sorry, have I missed something? What was you not? Hi, Atlas. So I'm going to my mum's earlier than normal. This is why I'm on here earlier than normal. I'm making pasta bake for us. That's damn good coffee, but it's making me dehydrated. So I'm glad I only pulled out a small glass. Oh, you was on last night? Okay. I love a good pasta bake. I'm the queen of pasta bake. Like my mum said, do you want pasta bake? And I said, oh yeah, go on, man. And she said, but you'll have to make it. And I'm like, oh, okay. What can I say, Sarah? She does a cracking Sunday dinner. But I bought this thing from M&S for this week. It's a roast beef dinner in a pack. So you get roast beef, you get roast potatoes, you get a Yorkshire pudding, and you get peas and carrots. So it's like a roast dinner for one. Cost a lot of money. It cost £5.50. So it better be good. And I'm going to get some, because you don't get a lot in the actual meal, I'm going to get some mash and some mushrooms and just have a nice Sunday dinner with it. So that'll be nice to have. The way the cooking instructions though sound quite complicated. I remember when I used to get the Bisto ones, and you could just put them in the microwave. You just take the Yorkshire pudding out and whatever else out and just put them in the microwave. But this one you have to put in the oven for 35 minutes. I'm sure it is not complicated. I read it when I was tired, but yeah, that's what I'm having tomorrow. Let's put some brow glue on. I love macaroni cheese. Hate cleaning the pan afterwards though. Yeah, they can be really, really difficult to clean the pan, but luckily that's not my job. That's my mum's job. I mean, I would quite happily do the clean up, but she won't let me. Right, that's the coffee done. Let's bring the water over here because I'm going to need some of that. Right. Just need to get the mirror. I hate it when I've just washed my hair. Right, so what I'm going to do going forward, everything always pops up on my Instagram. Like brands always pop up. Glaminatrix are coming out with a new palette that I know that I'd like to get. Not the new palette that's being advertised now in the blue packaging. It's called Ungrounded. I don't know when they're going to bring it out, but I don't want to know about it. If I don't see it on my For You page on Instagram, then I'm not going to want to go out and buy it. And at the moment, I don't feel strong at all. I don't know whether it's because I'm going through a depressed funk or what. And obviously when you buy, even if it's just something small, one palette for instance, it makes you feel a little bit better. So I'm just not going to watch haul videos because that's going to help. I'm going to take all the brands off my Instagram, even if it's just for a couple of months. I can't not go on Instagram because I post there pretty much daily. I post videos, like basically I'm just swapping them over from TikTok to Instagram, so I can't not post there. If that was a choice, then I would do that, but I don't see that as a choice. I've got it in my mind what I want to do. That's going to stop me from spending money that I don't have as well. And I don't need to buy these things because I've got eyeshadow palettes that I've got from birthday and Christmas. So I should say it the other way around really. Christmas and birthday that I've not even used yet. Sorry, I'm just making sure these brushes are relatively makeup free. So that's the plan so far. No, I don't. Sorry, bundles of treasure. Goodness me, I'm thirsty. Right. Let's get some powder on. Somebody said, I was watching someone on Instagram, somebody said if you put a powder puff in like this and spray it, I guess what you would have to do is put the powder on. We can try it, put the powder on first, because I'm not going to put, like, basically spray. Oh, I can't get it. My stammer's coming out. I'm not going to spray it and then put it in the powder because that will just, it won't be good for it. So what we'll do is go into the powder a couple of times because it will give me a hard pan is what I'm trying to say if I do it the other way around. I've been watching your live stream since you started. How long ago was that? Bundles of treasure. How long have you been watching? I just went in with one spray of this. Back with my cuppa. Thank you, Sarah. And I'm just going in. I want to see if it works more than anything. Oh yeah, it does look better. I can't really work it out. I have a headache because you haven't been watching me since I started. Sarah's a regular on this channel, and you know, I speak to her whenever she comes in. I'm a good person. I'm a good for remembering usernames. So, and your username, I don't remember it. There's no need to be upset because I don't remember who you are. Well, that's good. Okay. Contour. So let's go in here into the Give Beauty contour and bronzer. You can swear down that you have, but it doesn't matter. I don't believe a word you're saying. It's one thing to come in and say, do you remember me? But it's another thing to say, oh, I've been watching you from day one, and she can't actually give me, you know, tell me how long I've been doing these lives for. Roughly, I would say 2 years. I've not been doing them from day one of me starting the channel up. I'm sure it's about 2 years. Yeah, what is the need to lie, etc. That's why I got her out. It's some kid, Sarah, that's all it is. And I just can't be bothered with that today. That's why I asked before I got them out. It's why I asked them, how long have you been watching? And then it was like, oh, I don't know, you know, I've got a headache. I wonder where that brush is. Oh, it's there. So I've finished my Christian Dior J'adore now. So I need to figure out what perfume I want to bring in for Project Pan perfume. When you contour under your chin and jawline, do you put it underneath or slightly above? It goes about here. So it goes all the way round. Some people do it under here. Do you know where you get the double chin? I don't really tend to worry about that. I mean, what you could do when you get to about here is just do that. Like that. No worries, that's just how I do it. Everyone does it differently. Right, what I want now is a bronzer brush. I don't even know if this is meant to be a bronzer brush, but I use it as a bronzer brush. I like it. It says Rebel Edge Broad, and it's by Real Techniques, so it's just a fan brush. I've got hairs dangling everywhere. Right, so now we're going to go into this bit. Hi, Sundas. So again, we'll start off with the head. And I don't like to go in with too much. Realistically, I probably don't even need to do the forehead just because I've got my fringe, but I always tend to. And just go a bit up. I don't really go on the contour. I go a little bit up. I wouldn't say this is my favourite bronzer, but it is good that you get the contour and the bronzer. Go on the chin there as well. And I don't, with bronzer, I don't go underneath. So then what I do is get my big powder brush. And then I blend out. So we'll start up at the top. And not everyone does this. If you're not fair and you don't have red hair, you don't need to do this. Because it's only the fact that I've got red hair and I'm incredibly fair that I do it. A lot of people like their contour especially to be really, really pronounced. And if you don't know where to contour, if you do, I'm going to feel silly showing you. But if you do this face, it's just there. So if you make like a fish face, right, we'll go in with some. Hello Andrea, how are you? I'm not feeling too great today, Marwa, but thank you. Thank you so much for asking. Going through a bit of a tough time at the moment. I'll try that face, lol. Yeah, that's the easiest way to do contour, I believe. Like down here, if you don't know where to put it, do the fish face. That's what they call it. Right, so we're going to go on with the Pat McGrath Labs Divine, what's it called? Divine Rose Glow. I really like this. I wasn't too sure at first. I got it for Christmas. I pulled it out for a week or two, but I didn't wear it enough, I don't think. So we'll get a bit up here as well, not too much. I might keep this out for another shot, my stash, because it's that type of colour you wear this time of year. I hope your day gets better. It's not just a day, it's been like this for a while, but this is probably, yesterday and today were 2 bad days. I was actually thinking about not coming on today. I was saying that earlier, thinking about not coming on. But it always makes me better filming and chatting with the lovely people that aren't trolls. It does make me feel better. Hi, Tonya. Part of me wants to get another one of these blush sticks. I got this one because I saw my friend Canadian Beauty. She was always using it and it looked so good on her skin. And I would say she's more neutral than me. I'm more kind of cool toned. So we don't have the exact same skin tone. But yeah, it looked gorgeous on her. So I got it myself last Black Friday for Christmas. But yeah, I mean, you can wear it like that, but I like to go that one step further and put powder over the top just so it will last a little bit longer. Here's a hug, love. Oh, thank you. Lovely blush colour. Thank you, Sarah. Pretty cream blush shade. Thanks, Tanya. Right, so I'm going to wipe that off now. And then we're going to we'll go into the Hourglass. I was going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, go into the Hourglass, and we'll use the Vibrant Heat blush. This one here. Ooh, that looks pigmented. Not all Hourglass blushes are pigmented. Oh, that's pretty. Why does pink blush look so good on me? I've got orange tones and some peach tones, and I don't wear them as much anymore. I remember when I first started filming, I had a crap ton of orange and peach, and I still do. I need to try and get rid of some. I mean, there's one that I want to bring out next Shop My Stash. Let me show you if I can find it. Oh yeah, it's this one. I've had this for ages. It's the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow, and I want to bring this out. I mean, I do like this. I think it's glowy. I think if I put anything glowy on my skin, it just makes my skin look youthful. So we're going to be bringing that out in next Shop My Stash. And don't forget, guys, if you've not voted, please go over and vote. I mean, it seems to be Natasha Denona Glam Retro is winning the vote again, but not by much. Beauty Bay Botanicals was winning. They're both around the 35%, so any one of those could win. I don't mind what you guys choose. Oh look, it's... Thank you, Sarah. I think pink does suit me. Maybe it's because I'm so fair, maybe because I've got a really cool undertone, I don't know. But yeah, I like it. Oh yeah, where's that? Right, and now I've pretty much done everything. No, I haven't. I've not got a highlighter on. Okay, so let's go in with the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in Lunch Money, just because I really want to use it up. There we go. And I think I'm going to use the Dior highlighter as well that I've got. When I finish that Dior, which is going to be a long time away, I'd like to get another one. I'm not allowing myself to get a Dior highlighter. There is one though that looks like peachy golden, and that would be more of a blush topper, so I might get that in Black Friday sale. It looks so pretty. But I'd be very surprised if I got anything between now and Black Friday, just because the funds aren't there. Thank you, Tanya. Hi, Nadia. Yeah, so we'll go in with this. This is a really old one. So Dior Nude Skin Nude Air Luminizer in 002. And obviously they don't do this one anymore, But if you wanted a shade like it, Wet n Wild Blossom Glow is pretty much an exact dupe for it. Is the Hourglass palette worth it? Would it be something you would buy again? I have bought it again. Not that specific one. Let me show you that. So that's the one I bought a couple of years ago. I think it was, yeah, it was a couple of years ago. And this one looks practically brand new. So I'll be concentrating on so that's a finishing powder. That's a finishing powder. I'll be concentrating on those. If I was to get through those finishing powders before Christmas of this year, all I would buy is a finishing powder. And just because I've got so many products, like I've got 2 blushes here, a highlighter and a bronzer. The only way I would buy another palette like this, a straight out palette, is if they brought a giraffe on the front, because giraffes are my favourite animals. I think they're worth the money. Hang on, let me just put things away and then I can chat. Right, so I think they're worth the money. What I think is, don't buy it as soon as you see it. This year, they're coming out with quads anyway, so just 4, rather than, how many do you get normally? Is it 5? Oh. Yeah, I got 5 in this. This was my first ever Hourglass palette. As you can see, I've used all the finishing powder. So normally I think it's 5, and they're coming out with quads, which is 4, and they're so much cheaper. You can either build your own quad up, or you can, like, I don't know, use one of theirs own ones. I'm thinking about buying one of them, but I don't really need it, I don't think, at this point. Like I said, if they brought out cute packaging with a giraffe on, I'd probably feel a bit stronger, but at this moment in time, I might get a quad. I think they're around £59 UK price. I'm not 100%, and this, I got this in the sale, and I also got the jellyfish one in the sale. Otherwise, they retail for a lot. They're very, very expensive, but in my opinion, they're worth every cent or every dollar, wherever you live in the country, in the world, sorry. So yeah, in answer to your question, Sarah, I would buy it again. Hi Ellie. It looks like a stunning palette. Well, you can't get this one and you can't get the other one I showed you, but the palettes that they bring out each year are stunning. So the quads aren't what they're bringing out for the holiday season, they're just bringing them out now. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those in Black Friday sale, unless they come out with a nicer palette like this. You have such beautiful skin. Thank you, Nadia. That's really nice of you to say. Oh, giraffes are so cute. Did you know they don't make any sense? Don't they? I didn't know that, no. Okay, let's get the Dior highlighter on. And that's that. Highlighter can last a lifetime. The fastest highlighter I've gone through is, I don't know if I'll be able to reach it. Can't even see it at this point. Oh yeah. So this was the fastest highlighter I've gone through. I absolutely love it. It's my favourite highlighter. Benefit Cookie. Can you see the pan on that? But I don't think it's a dense highlighter. I think there's barely any product in it. How much? It says 8 grams. How much is a Rare Beauty? £2.8 grams. Wow, there's nothing in the Rare Beauty then, is there? Where 0.098 ounces, and then there's 0.28 ounces of the Benefit one. that means there's literally nothing in this. And they're like really similar colours. Let me do a swatch. Very smooth on the Rare Beauty. I'm just going to leave them on my hands. And then Benefit. Benefit is more, yeah, they're not similar at all. If you look there, that one's more champagne, that one's more pink. And that's what they look like there. They are both two pretty highlighters. I wouldn't say, I don't know if that goes on like to be one of my favourites. My friend bought me that, but this is a definite favourite. I would say this definitely comes up in top 5. This probably comes up in top 10. I'm going off on a tangent about favourites now. So we've got the highlighter on. I've read all the comments. Yes, very pretty highlighters for sure. Definitely, Tanya. Right, rather than me going in with this, because I really don't like it, and I don't know whether this is causing me the problems with my sinuses, the Dalba First Spray Serum Hydrated and Radiant Skin. It was a waste of money for me personally. So I'm going to just not use it for a couple of days. So I'm going to go in with the MCO Beauty. I know it's in the Beauty Crop packaging, but it is actually from this bottle here, the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Setting Spray, which is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray. So we're going to use that. I mean, we're down to here now. I don't particularly like this either, to be honest. It's supposed to be radiant, it's supposed to be hydrated. I don't notice either. So let's just... let's just go in with it. The best part is my oh, I've not done this. It doesn't matter. I normally go in with a finishing powder. And at the moment I'm using the Revolution Beyond Radiance. And these are dupes for the Hourglass powders. So this one's good for under eyes, this one's good for all over the face, and this one's good as a bronze topper on my fair skin anyway. I don't think they sell them anymore, so I just want to use it up. Before I go into the Jellyfish palette, I want to use my... I've got Beyond Radiance and Radiance. So, yeah, I'll be using those first. So I definitely don't think I'll need an Hourglass palette this year. Right, Juvia's Place Eye Prime Primer in the shade 1. Only 7 o'clock. I'm sure I said to my mum, I'll be there for 7. She knows, though, I'm always late. So that's that. Can you see though, from where I put foundation earlier, it's gone straight into the crease, it's gone straight into the crease of the eyelid. And if I didn't put this on, or something like it, that's what it would do. And that's also kind of where my eyeshadow would crease. So some people say, oh, I don't need it. And it's just an extra step for me. I feel like if you've got oily lids, you need it. I don't have oily lids. I just have that purple pinkness going on underneath my eyes, and it's because I'm fair, but obviously I've got the purple veins and I don't want them to be showing through eyeshadow. But then if you just put eyeshadow or concealer on, like for me, I think it would just go into that crease of the eyes. Hi Cloud X. Why are you gonna let your cousin chat with me? She doesn't know me. Well, he or she, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Right, and then we're going to go into the Odens Love Language palette. Really, really love this. Another purple look we're doing today. I want to put this all over the lid. I've only been using it as in a corner. It's called Flirt. It's like a duochrome. So we're going to start off with Crush again. Don't know if I want to go in with that brush. Right, let's go in with Crush. It's a very light purple. Do you do finishing powder before setting powder? You do finishing powder right at the end, but because I've sprayed, I'm not going to be doing it today. I normally do it in every video, so if you want to go back to a previous video, you see how I do it. I've already said what it's called, Nadia. It's the Odens and Morgan Turner Love Language palette. So we're doing a very simple purple eye look today. I mean, they're all pretty much simple on my channel anyway. Don't really go for all that dramatic makeup. Yeah, it is a very pretty palette. Okay, so that's that. I will put some of Giggle on as well, on the outer corner of the lid. because that's quite a nice colour. Looks like that. Be nice if for once my hair would stay where it's supposed to stay. We'll go into the middle, like of the crease. It's not the right brush for it. And this should be blended out. Then we'll go back into Giggle again on this side. Hi, Charlotte. Blend that out. Okay, I'm going to go into Service, which is this one here. Just like a plain white. This cleans it up, or we'll clean whatever you want up of it. Okay, let's just get some glitter glue on. Hello from Sweden. What is your favourite eyeshadow palette in your collection? I don't know, Ellie. I've not used them all. So I got some for Christmas last year, and I also got some for my birthday. Until I've used all those palettes, I won't be able to tell you. But I do have a pretty good Natasha Denona collection. I would say from my Natasha Denona collection, it would be I Need a Nude. It's very, very pretty. Do you have a favourite eyeshadow palette, Ellie? Right, because we're using purple, we'll also use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Vice. Hi, Presley. So these are really, really good pencils, by the way. I really like them. And then, like I said earlier, I want to go in with this Flirt shade. I've pretty much used all the purples by themselves. So we've got Daydream, I've used that. Gifts I've used by itself. What I tend to do when I'm trying a new palette is just testing each shimmer by itself with the look that I do, because I want to get an opinion on it. And I know I really like Flirt anyway, because I've used it with other purple shades, but I want to just use it by itself. Tomorrow we'll probably go in with this Treat shade. It's really, really dark. It's not a colour that I would normally wear, but I need to test that out by itself as well. So for the inner corner today, I don't know whether to go in with Height, which I think would look nice, or Touch. Touch is just like a satin. It's not really a shimmer, which I don't like about the palette so far. Anyway, let's go in with this Flirt shade. Look, can you see how it shifts blue? And it's so sparkly. I think my favourite palette is the Lovers palette. Oh, from Cosmic Brushes. I don't have that one. I wasn't being drawn to it. I have got a couple. I think from Cosmic Brushes is the Muse palette. I love that palette. I need to bring that out again soon. I've got the Serenity, and I've got I'm sure I've got about 4 palettes from them. But like I said, I've got that many of them, I can't really pick out favourites. Which is silly. Silly to have so many palettes that you don't even know what your favourite is. I did really like the Ensley Rain Light in Your Eyes that my friends bought me for Christmas. No, they bought it for my birthday. So, for lash line, I know it's a shimmer. I think it's more satin actually. I'm going to go in with this Treat shade here. And we're just going to stick that on the lash line. I am curious though as to what Cosmic Brushes will bring out next. Oh, that's what I've got from them. Delicious Delights. That's quite a nice one as well. That looks stunning. All I'm seeing is the blue shift. Thank you, Sarah. Oh yes, that's stunning. Right, so now we need to do the inner corner. I think I'm just going to use the pink because that's got sparkles in it, whereas this one's dull and bland. I think if anything, that shade is not real. I will use it, but it's gonna really go untouched. Whereas Height I'll probably use more for inner corner highlight. So we'll start off up here. Oh yeah. And then in the inner corner. And do the same on the left eye. Okay, that'll do. Right, so I used this the day before yesterday, so we won't use that today. Let's go in with the Essence one. Essence the False Lashes Mascara Extreme Volume and Curl. Again, not the best. I can't win at me at the moment with mascaras. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. My skin's actually looking good. You can't even really see my pores that well, that much. Because sometimes with like foundations, it can make your pores look a bit larger. Well, not larger, they are what they are, you know, you can't make pores look larger. They just, I don't know, they look cakey when you put foundation in. But because that is a skin tint, what I've used, well, doesn't say it's a skin tint, does it? It says Youthful Glow Foundation Drops. I mean, drops to me make it sound like you put this into the foundation to make it lighter. It's not that kind of foundation from what I can gather. When my friend sent it to me, I looked into it because drops confused me a little bit. Do you know, like bronzing drops and blusher drops? You can put them in with a cream, like bronzer or a cream blush. So I thought the same about that. But no, it's just a serum. Right, so that does look nice. Just wiggle it about a bit. I'll come over there a bit. Maybe I just need a bit more time with this mascara. I don't know. It used to be my Holy Grail, and there must be a reason why it was my Holy Grail. But I'm just wondering why I don't like it as much anymore. Maybe it's because I've tried quite a lot of mascaras since. Because the place that I used to get this mascara from closed down, and I couldn't get Essence products. But then I went to Manchester's Primark, and I could get my hands on Essence Anchor Tree, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, I just don't like that anymore. Right, I'm going in with a bit more. I'm just pressing it on now. I think this is my favourite colour in the palette, just because it does something more than a basic shimmer would. It shifts. Oh look, you can see the mascara, hang on. Yeah, it shifts different colours. This look is going to be amazing when it's done. I am nearly done. This is about the most adventurous I go, Nadia. I've got a bit of sparkle on the lids now. On the eyelashes, should I say. Trying to think of lips. Where my lip is. I want something moisturising just because my lips feel really, really dry. Right, I might just put, let's do this in Rose Envy. The Elf Glow Reviver in Rose Envy. Get the mirror open again. Actually, let's do, yeah, it's there. We'll put a bit of lip liner on as well. It's P. Louise in the shade Crush. I wasn't going to do this, but this is part of Project Pan and it needs to be used up. I'll just fill it all in. I wasn't going to. I don't like this. It's not smooth at all. Do you know, like you can get some lip liners that are quite smooth? This isn't. I'll be glad when it's used up. Okay, so Elf Rose Envy. I hate the smell of this. It's got a minty smell to it. Yeah, I would never get these again, but I would get this again. This Elf Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm, I really like that. In fact, I might take that to my mum's. No, what I'll do is I'll take this pink one. I used a brown one of that yesterday and I really liked it. I want to see if I like this as much. If not, then they can just go to my niece. So this is what we're looking like today. Yeah, I really like the eyes. I think they're nice. Thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't already liked, please do so. Love the colour, but wouldn't be able to do the minty smell. Some people say it doesn't smell that minty, but to me, it smells minty. But if you like these kind of colours, let me take it off. I'm gonna show you the Glow Reviver lip balm, sorry. Because I'm gonna take it to my mum's anyway. Oops, no, I was gonna take that. These, in my opinion, these are a lot better. It doesn't smell of mint. It does smell of something. It's supposed to smell of strawberry shortcake, but it doesn't. It's got a bit of a strawberry scent. I would say it smells like strawberry Slim Fast. And you're getting more of a juicy lip with these ones. I'm just gonna leave this on. I think this looks nicer anyway now, looking back at it. I think the other one was too pink for this look. Maybe when I do like these two, like maybe when I do that one, we can use that again. So yeah, I would suggest, rather than going with the other ones that I showed, if you're interested in that this kind of product, this because these are due for the Laneige ones as well. So I feel like you're getting your money's worth. It comes to about up here. So there's a lot of air in the actual tube, but it's the same wherever you shop when you're getting this kind of product. So this one's Strawberry Shortcake. I think there's another one that I want, but I'm not going to get it yet. Anyway, guys, overall look, love it. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you again soon. Bye, guys. Oh, thank you, Sarah.